Hello and welcome back to another Python 3.7 tutorial. My name's Tom with MasterCode Online. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. In today's tutorial, we're going to go ahead and show you how to access objects in a tuple. So in the previous tutorial, we showed you how to create a tuple, what a tuple is. Now we're going to show you how we can access that data contained in the tuple. So let's go ahead and assign A to represent a tuple. And it's going to be numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9er. Whoops, that's 9er. There we go. All right, so now let's go ahead and access them. It's just like we do in strings and lists. We just call the object and then square brackets and then the index position. All right. So I call the 0 index position contained inside the square brackets, and I get 0 back to us because that's the 0 object. Same goes for a dot square, 1 square, and I get 1. All right, pretty simple. Now, what happens if I try to access a index position that doesn't exist? We will get a index error. Index error, tuple index out of range. All right, so just be mindful of that. We can also go backwards like we do with lists and strings. We can do a square bracket -3, and that's going to bring the third object from the right-hand side. So we go 1, 2, 3, and we got 7. Also remember up here, I forgot to mention that our index position always starts with 0. So there you go. Let's go ahead and take a look at slicing. Let's go ahead and we'll use the same one. Yeah, I don't feel like typing it out. So we'll go ahead and just bring this one up so you guys can see it. Now, how about if we want to return all the objects? Well, obviously we just call A, right? Another way to do that would be A square brackets colon square brackets, and we get all the objects. I just want to show that to you guys so you knew how to do that. How about if we want to reverse the tuple? We can do that doing A square bracket colon -1 square bracket, and there you go, reverse the tuple. And this is not actually reversing the tuple. So if I did, let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do B is equal to A square brackets colon -1 square brackets. All right, and we're going to say ID A and then ID B, and notice that the IDs are different back here. All right, they're not the same object, because if we go ahead and assign the reverse tuple to the memory so B can represent it, we're basically just creating a new tuple because tuples are immutable. An easier way to check that instead of comparing these two together is A is B, and it's false. All right. Let's see, what else can we do? We can provide a starting index. We want to get the index from a start position. So we say, hey, from the second index position, we want to get something. So we do so we got 0, 1, 2, so it returns us a tuple from 2 all the way to 9 using the starting index and then following the colon. The colon must be there for slicing, otherwise it's just going to return 2 to us. What else? Provide a stop index, so if we want to slice from the back end, we could do A square brackets colon 6 square brackets, and we go all the way up to the 6 index position. So if you wanted to go and get actually 6, you got to put in 7. We've talked about that before. We can do start and stop indexes. We can do A square brackets 2, whoops, square bracket 2 colon 6, like that. Square brackets hit return. We get 2, 3, 4, and 5. Also, if we want to skip over objects in the tuple, we could do A square brackets colon, and we'll say we'll skip over every other object, and there you go, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, so same as slicing and indexing of lists and strings, we can do the same thing in tuples. The most important thing is to remember when you reassign, you're not actually, or you're not actually modifying the tuple in place. You're creating a new tuple. Most important thing. So, all right, I'll see you in the next tutorial. Have a good evening.